Buenos tardes. Me llamo Yakiri the Free. No tengo amigos hablan español. Así que practico mi español así. Yo hablo inglés, pero estudio muchos idiomas. ¿Entiendes? Hasta mañana. Hi everyone, this is Yakiri the Free here playing in the Hell Hades 2025 challenge. And today is day 39 on the login. And the pop-ups are a normal thing in the game. If you're not familiar, they happen to everybody, whether you've spent money or obviously not, as the free-to-play series, you cannot or you'll be booted. Just practicing a little bit of Spanish, and that's the Mexican Spanish that I know a little bit of. Obviously, I'm not fluent. However, an interesting fact about Spain and the pineapple you might not know is before the Columbus voyages to the West Indies and South America and whatnot, you couldn't get a pineapple in Europe. They didn't know it existed. So, affluent people or people attempting to look richer than they are hosting events could rent a fresh pineapple for a pretty exorbitant fee. Some of them would be the equivalent of 50,000 US dollars to rent the pineapple for one evening. Then they'd have to return the pineapple that the grocer or whoever had it would sell again. And the reason it was a status symbol is because if you can't get a pineapple and all of a sudden here's this wonderful tasting, special looking fruit, because it came from 6 to 8 weeks at least across the ocean on a boat and it's still fresh. It's pretty rare to get that, especially back in the 1500s. So aside from that history lesson about the pineapple, let's take a look how the leaderboards are continuing to shape up. Yakini the Free is almost into that 7,500 point threshold. By the end of a couple more days, it should happen just because of Doom Tower and maybe some faction war. But Rob the Nice Guy is way ahead of everybody. Even Bront Catherder being 647 points back. It's a pretty substantial lead to try to overcome. Again, I'm happy enough if I can stay in the top 10, but I'm pretty firm in position 4 for the next time being a little bit by the look of it. Part of me, it's minus 14 degrees centigrade, which I don't know how that translates into Fahrenheit, but when you go outside and you breathe in, your nose sticks. It's pretty cold in Canada, in Ontario, and we just got pummeled by a bunch of snow. I'm a little out of it for the past couple days, but anyways, as long as everybody's safe and alive in your life and you're able to play Raid Shadow Legends, you're doing okay. Now, I want to take a look in the Arbiter mission because I'm on the one that is going to take me the most. As far as I know, I'm not going to progress too far after these ever. I'm not going to push for Romantu, but I need 102 more Classic Arena wins. And I think today is the third full day of the arena. So it's averaging about 30 wins, 32 wins a day so far. All right. After that, it says, you need the affinity bonus to level 10, Jesus, which is, 1,000 medals. I have 725. So let's go into the arena for the fun of it and see a couple matches that I've purposely left set up here. Okay, so this Siphi, she's got almost as much battle power as my team. However, as long as Siphi can't heal by like 20,000 every turn, 11 and a half, I can kind of handle. So I'm going to take it off of auto just to show you some tricks you can do if you're having any difficulties. You're like, I can't beat these really strong one-man defenses, right? With your Alice, obviously, if there's a block debuffs up, you're not going to use your A2. You can try your A3 if you like, but as you see, I don't have an increased attack on my arena team. So I wait till Siphi's, at least her block debuffs wears off. And this Siphi is pretty strong. She's wearing a protection set, so I can't even strip those buffs if I wanted to. So now I use my Dathy. Hopefully he lands the decreased defense, but I doubt it. This Siphi's probably got like 500 resist. So my Alice, 366 accuracy. Let's see if she can land this. Nope. So the only thing I can do now is just muscle through and hopefully outrace Siphi as she's healing herself and doing whatever she can. So let's see if I can get at least a 20,000 hit here. So 20,000 is good enough. Half of it gets eaten back up by Siphi's, I guess she's in a regen set. That's the problem when you're encountering certain where you're like, it's only a single person defense. Like, surely I can beat a single man Siegfried. And then you find out, this Siegfried one-shots your entire team. Sometimes there's a powerful He-Man that can do it. Now, the other thing, obviously, I could have, set up a better team to fight Sify. I could have maybe brought in even a Cold Heart or somebody with an anti-heal, Armiger, hopefully for like turn meter reduction. But this Sify I figured would be exactly like this, just full of resist, full of so at least 400 resist, pardon me. So another thing that I would show you is that's why I purposely picked Wukong. So let's see if he can actually strip this increased defense. I doubt it. But Wukong's always going to be Sify's target. He's purposely built the way he is, low HP and a whole bunch of accuracy. That way, he's just going to res himself. So if you're not familiar with the word attrition, a match like this is kind of like a forced attrition, where I'm going to beat Sify, but you have to be willing or able to spend the time it takes to do it. And that's the other reason that I brought my Daithy and all the extra turns that he potentially gets, not only just from his natural skills, but my Daithy's also in a relentless set. So now let's take a look at a team that, oh, well, that's nice. I did a quest. I'm not certain if I can beat this team here because that Arbiter lead beats my Wukong lead, and I got to be faster than Arbiter. Otherwise, I'm screwed. So let's find out here. Let's take it off of auto. And I think that's is that Royal Huntsman? He's going to one-shot anybody he targets of me. Yeah, I'm in deep, deep trouble here. Watch this. Bye. So as long as you have a speed lead and she's got a what do you call it there? It's like at least a 2% increase to that 30%. So I didn't really have a chance, but I wanted to show you how important it is to be fast. If you're not going to have a team that has as much resist as that Sify and you want to go first, you better be fast. Doesn't really matter that I have a loss in arena. I don't really care. As you see, like, after another 101 wins, the arena doesn't really mean anything to me anymore. There's no big push to get anything done. So let's do a summon here. This is probably one of the best free-to-play events we could have asked for with a progressive chance at Geo. I tried earlier off camera. I got a Vala. Let's see. Oh, I don't even have enough silver to summon the hero. How embarrassing. So let's build up a piece of resilience gear and see if I can sell it. Because if it's good, I keep it. It's pretty hard to want to sell that item with that, it might roll speed. And I don't even have enough resource to build an item out of there. So let's go into the Guardian set and craft some Guardian. So I won't ever edit out these kind of errors that I didn't pre-plan so that you can see potentially pitfalls you yourself might fall into when you plan ahead and then you forget to follow through with the plan, just like I did. So let's take my clan quest. Anyways, increase speed by 20. So wish me luck. I wish you all luck. It's definitely a time to summon, especially if you're not doing the fusion. Can we get a Geo? That'd be crazy to get another epic, but I doubt it. Oh, that's crazy. I have an ultimate Gaelic. Wow. Do you +1 ultimate Galek? I'm very interested. I'm very interested in that. I don't know if I should +1 ultimate Galek or if I should make a wow, because this guy's from my Spider 20 team. I wonder. Oh, that's very interesting. So I've pulled so many dupes. That's crazy to actually, out of 4 ancient shards, I pulled 2 epics. Neither of them were Geo. But anyways, that stuff kind of happens. So I want to show you how our clan is communicated, and thus far we look quite successful in our siege. And before anybody really did anything meaningful, we communicate in our chat, our clan chat. And then, people come in and they do their thing to take care of the big teams and the lesser teams, Mind you, this is a pretty good look. Like Nekmothar is pretty good for the speed lead for Hades, obviously. But, that's a strong team to go up against. There's a lot of crowd control and rezzing and whatnot going in there. But Hades knows how to play the game. I'm sure you all know that. And then we've taken care of their stronghold. So now we're going to work on their mana shrines. And probably by the look of it, we're going to win the siege. I don't know how many chests we'll get, but it's nice to be in an active clan with people who not only know what they're doing, but they care to participate. Now, I want to show my roster plan, which might have changed slightly. Just pulling that ultimate collect, I did not expect that. So my Cold Heart, she's almost got all level 16 gear. Doesn't really matter, but you never know. Like this shield might get accuracy or another crit damage. Whatever it can get, it's something that's going to help Cold Heart. A flat defense can help Cold Heart. But I got her max T6 mastery, and I decided to go with flawless execution. That way, her Heartseeker is 20% harder hitting. The only downfall with my Cold Heart currently, she's only got 2 books into her. She needs lots and lots of books and no blessing, but it's going to be okay. I'm sure I can get by without having the blessing, but I definitely want to max out the 25% more damage on her big move here. So something that happened nice today for me though, where is he here? Taragi. Taragi the Frog is probably my next 6-star hero. You know, he's got a little bit of masteries, but I've almost got him fully booked. And I will spend one more epic skill tome to get 5% more chance at his decrease attack. And I don't know if I bring this guy into Clan Boss or not, but I just booked him fully almost today. I was very fortunate to get some. The Clan Boss gave me 1 book, and that's the other reason I keep stressing about Faction Wars. I have 436 stars. You can't see the number, but you'll see I collected the epic book yesterday. I did a little bit of pushing with the Dark Elves. So I picked up 2 epic books from free game play. Clan Boss is free to me, and so is Faction Wars. Anyways, I can, I'm sorry, I'm just a little baffled. I guess the game is telling me that my AoE burn isn't going to be anybody but Ultimate Galek for Spider 20. And I don't know. Let's take a quick look here. If you come into your Spider's Den, right? I have stage 17. I don't have any issues with it. But that stage 19, this is going to be the hard one. Considering Galek, I'm being forced to use him, and he's magic affinity. But if I can get past 19, 20 is no big deal. And the rest of the Dragon's Lair, you know, stage 24, no question about it. And stage 20, it's slow, but it's on farm. Anyways, I'm going to get Arbiter within 50 days. I'm pretty certain about that. And while there's a camp training event going on, you know, I'm going to go into the campaign and farm up, and I'll show you again how my food is looking. I have 2 4-star chickens, and I've got, you know, 3 ready to go quite soon to become 5 stars, and a whole bunch of food ready to do it. This was Yakety the Free, still enjoying his time in the free to play challenge. Hopefully, you all are as well. And maybe one day, this account's going to pull a legendary. I don't care if I do or I don't right now, but eventually, if I got going to stay competitive, it has to happen. Cuidate. Take care, everyone.